I don't know if it's live yet. It takes a minute. Okay, now it says it's live. Hello everybody, my name is Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about merch by Amazon. I get a lot of questions, especially...
These are amazing.
That was not me.
Oh,
Hang on, there's a window open somewhere. See? Pro move. Where is it?
Truly believe
there it is. There it is. Well, that was fun. That was super fun. Okay, let's do this again. Hello, my name is Margaret, and I forgot to mute the other screen before I started. So anyway, hello. This video is going to be me talking about the tools I use for Merch by Amazon and some really, really good deals that are up right now. So I want to share them with you. And if you're new to my channel or just new to Merch by Amazon, what that is, it's one of the ways that I make a good bit of the money to help support my family. And it is a print-on-demand site, and believe me, it's one of these things that's like, I never dreamed it was something I would do. I'm not a designer, I'm not a shirt designer, but with certain tools, it's made it super duper easy for me. And so I am live, so hi in the chat. So what it is you create a design or a shirt, just an idea for a shirt. It could be words, could be an image, could be anything. You upload it to Amazon's site and nothing happens. You don't have to pay anything. But what will hopefully happen is that it sells. And when it sells, you get royalties from it. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to pack the shirt. You don't have to print the shirt. You don't have to ship the shirt. So once you get your design up there, it is there for a year now, and if it doesn't sell after a year, they take it down. But once it sells, it's up there, and you get royalties off it. Most of mine are between a $3 and $5 range. So this is something I've been doing for a while. 2016, I think, is when I started. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the tools I use. A resource that my friend Joe Clay just came out with, which is an amazing idea, and I wish I thought of it, but I didn't, so there. And then also go through how I got an idea for a shirt that I uploaded recently, because you can literally get ideas from anywhere, and I've got a ton of videos on that, but we'll jump into it. But hello in the chat. Hi, Beverly and Douglas and Shelby and Debbie. And my kids are playing, so if you hear bells ringing and whatnot, we're live. So, okay, let me get a quick sip. They also drank all my water. Hey, kid, come refill my water. You drank it all. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my other site. Okay, so I wanted to share with you guys Joe. If you don't know Joe Clay, this is his YouTube, but he also has a Facebook group called Merch University, and he is probably one of the best resources, especially for beginners out there, as far as Merch by Amazon, print on demand. He is so supportive, and he just like everybody's cheerleader, only the idea of him in a cheerleader's outfit is kind of funny. I'd like to see that. But anyway, he's one of those guys like me, just like anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So this is his site. And then on YouTube, if you want to go check him out. But he just came out with a resource called 110 Shirts I Have Sold. We were talking about it, and I found a book a while back about t-shirt design, and he'd been looking for something kind of like that, but it's for merch sellers, and he couldn't find anything, so he decided he would create one. So he created this. It's like an ebook sort of deal, but it's all just images of shirts he has sold, and it's 110 shirts, which I think is an amazing idea. So I have the link for that down below. It is $24.99, but it gives you a really good idea of the kinds of shirts that he has made that have sold on Merch by Amazon. And he tells you how many of it, he shows the design, and then he writes underneath like how many of that particular shirt has sold. So you'll know like, oh wow, this shirt has sold 5, or this shirt has sold 25 or 30 or whatever. So it's really, really cool, and I'm glad that he came out with this, because I wish I had thought of it. Thank you so much, honey. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to share with you guys. Another thing, I need to make sure that I have my Merch by Amazon hidden, because I want to share with you guys, Pretty Merch is doing a deal And if I've done a separate video on what Pretty Merch is, but I'll show it to you in a second. Pretty Merch is a dashboard that looks like this. So if you're on Amazon, you go straight to like their dashboard. And what I used to do was create a spreadsheet with all the shirts that sold and try to keep up with all that in a Google spreadsheet. So Pretty Merch is a plugin that gives it all to you, and it's pretty. So it gives you all of the breakdown of everything and really makes it easy for you to see like how you're doing and how your sales are, and you know what, like I didn't have to do a spreadsheet anymore to figure out like what color shirt sold the most or anything like that. So it lets me know. This is I'm on the 8,000 tier, so that's what that is up here. This is showing, you know, I have 5,000 whatever shirts live out of 8,000. I've uploaded 0 today. And so far my sales for the day are 1. And I'm fine with that. 1 is better than none. And so down here I can hide like what this shirt actually is. But you can see this is the shirt I sold. And it tells me what color. And it tells me what is it, a men's, a women's, or a child's. Thank you, darling. Top units sold. So here I can click this and it tells what my top units sold. I think it's for the last 30 days. So it shows that here. And then top royalties, because it could be different than your top units sold. And that's what this is right here. So that's that. But what I really, really like too is like my all-time sales. Like I can come over here, view the chart, and see my all-time sales since I started, and I can see the roller coaster of times when this is when I started, January 2016. And again, I want to say thank you to Joe Clay and Glenn Zubia and Young for really pushing me into starting Merch by Amazon. Because as you can see, it chugs along and then whoosh up into December. And then it drops off and then whoosh up into the summer. And then back again. So you start to see a pattern. So every time you're like, oh, my sales have dropped off, this really gives you a good motivation for it's going to come back. Don't worry. Apparently that summer it didn't. But then December. So as you can see here, it started coming back up. And there we have it. So there's that. And you can look at it per month and all of that good stuff too. So let me jump over to the chat real quick and see who is there and say hello, hello. Hello, Leanne. Thanks for coming in, Khalid. Thank you. Oh, hey, Mary. Good to see you too yesterday. Well, maybe I'll do a homeschool video in a couple days. I made my kids clean the homeschool room though. Hi, Taddy, and hello, Debbie. Hello, thanks for coming. Okay, so Pretty Merch. Oh, and I don't think I shared that with you. They have a deal going on. Let me open this up. And if you're hanging out, like, stay tuned because I am going to be talking about, hang on, let me make sure I grab the wrong thing. If I try to talk and do something at the same time, forget it. It won't be pretty. Make sure, please let this be the right image. Yes. Okay, so right now, Pretty Merch has got a deal going on where it's 51% off the yearly subscription, which is a great deal. It's $59 and it's usually $120. So I have the link for that down below. Offer ends Sunday, July 21st. Right there it is. So yeah, this is a really great deal. I really like using Pretty Merch. Hang on. Now I've got to get back to the right one over there. Yay, homeschool. Yeah. Go homeschool. My kids do this too. So if you feel like I can't do that, no, my kids do it. You can do it. Hang on. Let me make sure I select the right thing. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. Okay, back on track. So that is Pretty Merch, and that is a site that I basically use every day. I come over and review my sales and take a look at what's selling. And then another thing that I'm going to talk about merch, make merch art in just a second. Don't look at that. That's a secret. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to show you one of my shirts that I made, but I'm going to show you how I came up with the idea for it and everything like that. The other side, I guess it kind of all goes together. It's going to be story time. Are you ready? So my sister was visiting, and I was visiting her. Anyway, we were together, and we were always looking for funny things. Like one of our favorite sketches is if you've watched Saturday Night Live, the one with Will Ferrell and Jeff Goldblum, where Will Ferrell is playing Harry Carey, and it's like space, the infinite frontier. Hi, everybody. Harry Carey here. Anyway, So there are shirts ideas everywhere. And so I was asking her if she had seen the Jimmy Fallon, how he does that sketch called Ew, and he's dressed up like Sarah without an H or whatever her name is. I promise this is going somewhere. But we were watching like the best of Ew, and there's a stepdad. If you've watched this, you know where this is going. The stepdad Gary is just like, he's really dorky. So I'm going to share with you about 30 seconds of that, and then we're going to talk about how I got ideas from that sketch and how I made sure I could use them and how I looked it up to see if my design was up there already. So we're going to walk through that whole process, but we're going to have a little bit of fun watching first. Okay, class. This is when the teacher rolls out like the VCR into the classroom and all the kids are like, woohoo, movie time. All right, class, it's movie time. If I can remember how to do this. This is when the teacher forgets like how do I work this VCR? There it is. Okay, here it is. All right, so we're going to watch a clip of it. And the audio may not be awesome because I recorded it or I downloaded it. I don't know. Anyway, so here we go. And where's my button over here to play it? All right, here we go. Can you, let me show you. Can hear it.
It's my stepdad, Gary. Hey, girl, that's some pretty funky rap dancing you're doing there. Yeah, it's funny, Gary. Stepdad Gary was my stepdad's name. Oh, Gary! By the way, I just checked out your Instagram of that filthy you posted. Hash pipe like. Mom's upstairs making some popcorn, so sound the corn horn, beep beep, me so corny. You put some kernels in the pan and you let them pop, and then you put.
I'll just stop it there. So when we were watching this, my sister and I about woke up the house with, oh, me so corny. And we just both thought, you know what? That would be an amazing shirt. And I probably lost all of you guys by now. Hopefully not. So I said, you know what? Let's find out if we can do a shirt that says me so corny, because why not? It's fun. So what I did was, let me grab the right. If you haven't watched that, go YouTube it. It's oh gosh, I'm hitting the wrong button now. Here we go. All right, so I promise this is going somewhere. But I created a shirt based on the idea from this. And nope, wrong button. Hang on. There we go. Switching it around. There we go. Okay, so first thing I do is I check out TM Hunt. This is a free site that you can check the trademarks on. And so I come over to split search. Hang on, let me reload it. It always gives me trouble. And then over here I type in me so corny because that's the shirt I want to make. And I select search, which is hidden under me because I have it too big. Hang on, let me make it smaller so you can see the whole thing. There. All right, so I'm looking to see if I can use the idea of me so corny for a shirt. And I'm going to hit select live and text. And so it doesn't look like me so corny is trademarked. Let me do, oh, me so corny, just in case. But it would have popped up if it was even a part of it. So no. All right. So next step that I do in this process, because you don't want to go and design a whole shirt. Believe me, I have done this. You don't want to go and design a whole shirt. Oh, I got this great idea. Make the shirt. And then you go check. Bad idea. So check first. All right. So it's clear. The next thing I do is another site that I recommend using, which I have linked below as well, and it's Merch Informer. And this is where you can go and search products. You can do a ton of other stuff too, but for this, then you come over here and in keywords you say me so corny, me so corny, and then see what pops up. Obviously I prepped it so I would be ready. So here we go. You can see that there are some shirts that say, oh, me so corny. And there are different ones. There's like, this one's a Halloween-y one, and there's just corn, and hey, look, it's my shirt. It's one of my shirts right there. The one with the popcorn. Because I was like, you know what? When I was looking through, I was seeing regular corn, corn on the cob, candy corn, but I didn't see a lot of popcorn ones. So I was like, I'm going to make a popcorn, me so corny. So these are mine too. Yay, they're showing up. Woohoo! Anyway, So I went on there and I looked to see, because I don't do this to get ideas from other people, but I want to check and make sure that, mine is somewhat original, if I can help, if I can, or if I see one that's like, sometimes, believe me, sometimes you'll get on there and you'll see shirts that are not, they don't look that great, and they might be mine, because not all my shirts look that great, but you could see it and be like, oh, you know what? I could make that better. I could do something, and make it a little different, make it better. Okay, so, look, there's my me so corny. So then what I did, because I didn't see any popcorn ones when I originally did it, was I went over to Make Merch Art, which again, they have a sale going on too. Apparently everybody is doing their sales right now, but it's the perfect time, everybody. So down in the comments, in the description box, and I did a video recently. So Make Merch Art is the site where I came over, and let me expand a little bit. And I typed in popcorn, because Make Merch Art, you can create your whole design. Especially, this is so good for people that are like, I'm not a designer, I can't do this. No. You can totally do it. Here's like pictures, like here's the popcorn that I used. I used that one or this one? I used this one. So you can grab your image that you want. I use this popcorn as well. And then you can come over and add your text, and then, add it and put it on there however you like. Me so corny. I'm just going to type it in so you can see. And then it's super easy, just arrows. It's really user-friendly. You can change the font. Where did that go? It's right here. So you can come down here and change the font, change the color, do all that fun stuff. Come over. I know I'm going fast. I have a whole tutorial that I talk through the whole thing. But anyway, and then adding effects, because on my Me So Corny shirt, you can see that I put a distressed effect on it. And so you can put distressed effects on it and things like that too. So, and if you're like, I love that Me So Corny shirt, I have to have it. Well, guess what? I linked it to. Hello, Turtle Trader. How are you? In the chat. Hi. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to come on and share, because I haven't been doing a ton of merch videos lately, but Joe, Clay, and I are going to get on and talk tomorrow, and I wanted to come on and say, hey, before then, I'm not signing back in, or you'll see my stuff. Okay, so check out the link for Joe's really good idea. I wish I thought of it. Ebook on Gumroad. Make Merch Art. If you're not a great designer or you think you can't do it, trust me, you can. Because look, even over here, like some of these shirts are just words, right? Where was that one? Where is it? Here, Halloween makes me so corny. Okay, that's just words. You can write words, right? You don't have to like have pictures and design. Honestly, my Me So Corny shirts are not amazing designs. Look at this. This is not that awesome. It's just a popcorn with some words across the front. Nothing fancy. Okay. And what else was I going to show you? I feel like there was something else, and now I totally forgot. Oh, Pretty Merch. Yeah. So the Pretty Merch, which I can't sign in or else it'll show you my stuff before I close it out. Anyway, I hope that you give it a whirl, because like I say, I am a homeschool mom that is working from home to support my kids, and this is one of the ways that I make my money. So it's something that, as you saw with my Pretty Merch, let me go back and sign in. It's something just to get started with, and it grows over time. So, and in my book, here's the thing. Let me get on my little soapbox for just a second. I'm going to pull up my Pretty Merch. I'm going to get on my soapbox, because if you are a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, or you're working from home and you're trying to support your family, don't let people get you down as far as like, well, that's only like, look, the first month you were on, you only made $7. Okay, to me, when I see $7, I see a loaf of bread and a carton of milk and maybe some eggs. So to me, that's part of my groceries that feed my family. So I don't turn my nose up at one shirt sold, because even if I only sold one shirt today, take a peek. I sold one shirt today. That's $5.23 in my bank account. That goes towards my $30 water bill, or whatever my water bill is this month. Who knows? We got a leak out there. Don't get me started. So yeah, it's something that, even if you just get started, and my sister and I were talking about this, And I'm so impressed with her. She is on tier 10, right now. Tier 10 or tier 25, one or the other. And she's got 7 or 8 shirts up live, period. And she made like $35 last month. And to me, that's amazing for only having 7 shirts live. So if you hit on things that you're really interested in, hobbies, like that's how I started. Like, focus on things you know and that you've got friends that like, and that, like if you're into gaming, focus on that. If you're into paleontology, if you're into beekeeping, if you're into whatever you're into, like start there because you know that stuff. And then it kind of grows from that. So the ones that, I'm not going to divulge, but the things that she has sold have to do with hobbies that she has. And so, I mean, if she can do it only having 7 or 8 shirts up live and make $35 in a month, I mean, that's pretty good. That's half a tank of gas because she's got a big old truck. Anyway, totally worth it, right? I love her. Sorry, Debbie said she's good. Yes, totally. Okay, so I'll get off my soapbox, but it's a way, I mean, even without, I know some of these apps and programs and plugins cost money, but even if you try to start without that, like I waited until I started making some money before I started using some of these paid programs. But once I started making money, I felt more comfortable, and then it's easier to snowball and like make, better shirts and get better ideas and all of this. But you can start with nothing really. All right. So that's that, and stay tuned tomorrow. Joe and I will be on 3:30, 4 o'clock Central Time. I say that because we've got some homeschool game stuff going on tomorrow, so we have that first. And then when we get home, then I'm going to come hang out with Joe, and we're going to talk merch stuff. It's been a while, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with him. And he didn't come to Austin this year, so I'm really super bummed about that. I didn't get to see him. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed and got some really good ideas. And, if you're corny, go buy a corny shirt. And I'll talk to you later. Have a really, really good day, everybody. Bye. Stopping this.